I'll begin this video by giving you guys a quote from the Bible. That quote reads, "Hear my words, you wise men, and listen to me, you men of learning. For the air tests words as the tongue tastes food." You see, what this scripture is saying here is don't believe everything you hear. Instead, use your ears and test out what is being said. Don't just believe what comes out of the mouth of men. And come on, you must admit that that is wise words. Don't matter who you are, where you came from, or what you believe. That is saying to don't believe everything you hear. Just test it out first before you believe it. But this is not what the gaming industry did last week. This is not what the ponies did as expected. They are ponies, they will look for any bad news. And the soft, weak, jellyback Xbox fans, they didn't clearly do this because they believed every single thing coming out of the gaming industry. Yes, but let me just say, I'm not like the other ones who are not going to say it. I told you so. I told you guys consistently to wait for more information. I told you guys consistently, let us hear from, the executives of Microsoft themselves. And now the recent news is helping us to see that most of those persons, reporting on the rumors were wrong. They were absolutely wrong. So you see, the Xbox community last week heard this.
Execute Order 66.
Yes, the entire, or for the most part, the majority of Xbox fans were, very irrational. Just because, the rumor mill said that Xbox was getting out of gaming, Xbox was giving PlayStation and Nintendo their entire slate of, first-party AAA content. Just because of that, these guys went crazy. Now, my stance was always that I'm not seeing they putting, all of their AAA games. It would have some games that they are putting based on the chart that was shared to the FTC. I did believe that. I consistently said that. But it just didn't make logical sense for Microsoft to get out of the hardware business and for them to put all of their games onto the PlayStation and Nintendo platform. That made no sense to me. It was just simply was not logical. And because of that, I am vindicated because I said that. I said Microsoft was not going to get out of the console business, and I said that they will not put the entire slate of games onto a PlayStation platform. And guess what? This is what new reports are stating. So today, what we are going to do, we are going to share some discipline for those who believed everything that they heard, for the ponies who have been peddling this news media, this false news and these false rumors. Yes, we are going to share some discipline. So buckle up. You guys are going to get it. So without further ado, let's get it.
This is a sickness!
Let's get it. Before we begin with the video, let me implore you to hit that subscribe button. Here you will get logical and reasonable content when it comes to Xbox and of course a sprinkle of Nintendo. In addition to that, you would also get Now You Know gaming history. And this one is a special one because this one takes me back. This one, I have a lot of memory of it. It's Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 64. You see, you all don't understand how important this game was in my childhood. For the first time, I would have seen friends become enemies. For the first time, I have seen, young kids contemplate life after getting beaten to a pulp from Super Smash Bros. This game was crazy when it came out. The children in my community, they were very much depressed after, getting beaten from, their other friends in the community. But let me give you some little history on the Super Smash Bros. Franchise. Super Smash Bros. Was developed around the years in 1998 to 1999, and they were developed by independent studio called HALD Laboratories. Now, who led the team there was the game developer Masahiro Sakurai. We know the genius that he had. So Nintendo was really lucky or really fortunate to have someone like Sakurai lead the development of Super Smash Bros. And everybody know the juggernaut that is Super Smash Bros. This game, as it grew in popularity, sold a lot. As a franchise, Super Smash Bros. Sold over 74 million units when it's all said and done, and that's a lot, being a fairly new franchise. Now, Super Smash Bros. Was so popular that it was the envy of most game developers, the envy of most companies. So much so that, you know, these companies tried to clone Super Smash Bros. They had so many clones throughout the years. Talking about Brawlhalla, we remember that one, Nickelodeon All Stars. We even remember PlayStation All Stars. All these games were clones of Super Smash Bros. And they tried to, you know, capture some of the audience from Super Smash Bros. But none of them were as successful as the OG, which is Super Smash Bros. So this is the now you know gaming history for today. Let me know what are your memories of Super Smash Bros. Did you play it? Have you ever played a Smash Bros. Game? Let me know in the comment sections below. Don't forget to subscribe. This segment is brought to you by the subscribe button. So if you want more gaming history, don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get back to the video. So let's first begin with the rumor of Microsoft getting out of the console business. Now, what triggered this rumor was a lot of, you know, news articles, so-called insiders were saying that all of Microsoft AA and AAA games were going to other platforms. They said the majority, they had like a list of games that were going to other platforms. And that would have led the so-called journalists to make articles to say that, you know, if all these games go to other platforms, then what is the purpose of an Xbox console? Hence the reason Xbox is going out of the console business. Now, hearing that news, that didn't sound right. It didn't sound logical. So my consistent train of thought was, let's wait and see more information come out. Let's wait and see what Xbox says. But the Sony community and the weak Xbox fans said this. King Trash, The Alchemist, The False Prophet, and The Astronaut said, I told y'all it's over for the Xbox consoles. They are eliminating Xbox, replacing it with Microsoft. We'll see how much of a false prophet you are coming up. Starboy reposted an article from Icon Era. This is a fanboy site that promotes PlayStation propaganda, saying Microsoft leaving is going to be great for the industry. And then Game 4 Index said one console to rule them all. How naive, you silly ponies. And then we have none other than the serpent himself, J-Dub, who would have said yes, out of the hardware business and fully third party. This guy has peddled the majority of negative Xbox news. He is an official pony, and a matter of fact, he is the top general when it comes to the pony and the ban, J-Dub. Yes, he would have said consistently, let's go on his page, that Microsoft is exiting the console business. They will not be making another console after the Xbox Series S and X. Well, that went on for the most part of last week, and you can see there consistently there were all sorts of tweets about it. But it just so happened that Phil Spencer made this statement. Listen to the article.
Phil Spencer promises employees they won't stop making Xbox consoles. In the wake of swirling rumors about large changes coming to Microsoft's Xbox business, with an official announcement next week, it seems there is already some internal damage control to be done. Journalist Shannon Liao reports that there was a town hall at Xbox this past Tuesday in which Phil Spencer assured employees that they were not getting out of the console hardware market and would continue to make Xboxes going forward. Xbox strategy continues to employ multiple kinds of devices, he said. How do you even get to the place where you have to ensure Xbox employees you're still making Xboxes? This is part of the idea that Microsoft is going to continue to put increasingly less focus on console sales, even more than they have already, in favor of an Xbox everywhere philosophy. That has included console, PC and mobile devices that can play via the cloud, but the rumors are that to some extent, that will now include PlayStation and Nintendo devices as well. The purpose of the announcement next week seems to be to introduce this philosophy, but it seems unlikely Microsoft will actually do this with all its games. The ones that seem almost certain are Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Thieves, but recently a rumor about Starfield has been retracted by some sources, though others remain about games like Indiana Jones and Gears of War being in consideration for multi-platform release.
So let me first start off by saying that you guys were wrong. You guys were absolutely wrong. Yes, we are talking about King Trash, the guy who believes we could land and explore gas planets. He was wrong. Hold on to this. We're talking about Zaire, who made like 10 podcasts saying that Xbox consoles were dead. You were wrong. Hold on to this. Wait. Z has become one of the strongest ponies out there. He needs something a little more solid to take him down. Oh, no! Yes, that's more like it, yes. And of course, J-Dub, the person who has worked night and day to push these rumors, all of you guys were absolutely wrong about Xbox coming out of the console business. It's very clear there. So J-Dub, hold on to this. And this? I told you guys not to trust these ponies. These ponies will lie about anything and everything, even the hair on their head. You can't trust these guys. These guys' hair on their heads are not real. So it's clear, Microsoft have no plans of coming out of the console business. You see, the reason why is because if Microsoft was to come out of the console business, they would alienate a good chunk of their user base. In addition to that, they would give the platform holders all the power. Sony and Nintendo would have the power. They can do whatever they want with their platform. They can implement whatever policies they wanted onto their platforms. Could you remember what Epic and their games went through with Sony and Apple and so forth? So Microsoft don't want to do that. They don't want to be held only by other or outside platform holders. They want to be able to control their game on their platform and also put other small games on other platforms. So this is very clear. There are so many reasons why Microsoft is incentivized to keep their hardware. So let's look at another topic. Let's look at how they said that Microsoft entire slate of games are coming to the PlayStation 5 and the Nintendo Switch or Nintendo platform. But before we do that, let's try to excavate some salt on the PlayStation side. You see, the PlayStation gamers are so happy of their Helldivers 2, the numbers it is making. They are so happy for it. And a matter of fact, they're saying that it reached 220 concurrent players both on PC and on PlayStation 5. Wow. So powerful. Well, Helldivers, you have a long way to go to beat this. Beat 15 million and call me in the morning, Helldivers. Let's get back to the video. One of the rumors that was pushed by the PlayStation community last week is that, you know, a number of Xbox first-party AAA games would be coming to the PlayStation 5. One of the main games that had everybody head scratching was Starfield. You see, Starfield was a game that the most of the industry said was not good, including PlayStation fans. Now they were happy that it was coming to the PlayStation platform. But I digress. You see, this rumor originated with a so-called known insider named The Hate when he said that Starfield without a shadow of a doubt would be coming to PlayStation 5. Look at this tweet that had the entire PlayStation community jumping and clipping their heels together. So Nate The Hate tweeted, "This report is accurate. Starfield will land on PlayStation. I've heard similar but opted to wait on reporting this information until the PS5 release timeline was finalized. As the report states, the PS5 release will come after the arrival of the expansion DLC on Xbox/PC. So yes, this is what had persons making YouTube videos after YouTube videos saying the whole slate. Yes, Twitter was also abuzz with persons tweeting, yes, the whole slate. Every Xbox game is coming to the PlayStation. Every AAA game will eventually come to the PlayStation 5. This is what had these sick ponies dancing. Now, guess what? They are all walking it back. But why would they walk it back? Why would these ponies change their mind? You see, Nady Hate had an update to his original tweet. Look at it. Over the course of the week, I've rechecked the info mentioned below, and the information suggesting Starfield was PlayStation 5 bound is false.
I beg your pardon?
I will not delete the tweet. I've owned the mistake. A previous report from January discusses Microsoft bringing games multi-plat remains accurate. So there you have it. I told you guys from the beginning that didn't make any sense. I understand Microsoft wants some of their games to get more, how to say, mindshare. I understand that some of the games they want to, reach a mass market. But it doesn't make sense for Microsoft to bring every single game that is coming on the Xbox to different platforms. It just didn't make sense for them to do that because they would devalue their platform even further, making it very difficult for persons to go and buy an Xbox as one of their main consoles. So on top of that, we know there is a rumor that certain games will no longer be coming day and date onto Game Pass. So to put these games, all the games on other platforms doesn't really make sense when we look at it. That is why I told you guys, don't believe everything you hear, keep testing it out. Don't believe these Sony fans because all they do is lie and no amount of brushing their teeth is going to stop it. But all of these things are rumors, all of these things are speculations. Let me hear what you think about Microsoft not giving up on console gaming. Let me hear about what you think about Microsoft, not bringing their entire slate to other platforms. This week should be the week where Microsoft give us a clear idea as to what they are doing in the future. So let's wait and see. Let me know all of these things in the comment sections below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.